Hello friends, hello world, welcome to my first official video on that channel. Life purpose, or some may call it soul purpose. It's a word we all have heard before, but when was the last time that you have really sincerely asked yourself, what is my life purpose? Or is what I'm doing in my life aligning with my life purpose or my deep desire? So I've selected this topic for my first video, and this is actually gonna have two parts. And in this first part I'm gonna share mainly about myself and my journey, and then in the second part we're gonna talk more about you and how can you align your life with your life purpose. Or for the ones that aren't sure if they already have a life purpose, to find out what is your life purpose really. And yeah, so I think I also want to share with you about the courage that it takes myself and every single one of you to really live your life purpose. Knowing your life purpose is one thing, but then really transition to living your life purpose is another. And there is always this battle between your rational mind and your heart, because I believe the life purpose is something that is within your heart and you know already. But then there's your rational mind that wants to argue, well, does this really fit now with your life situation? Can you really just change now and do something, whatever maybe crazy it may be, that you truly desire and wish to do? And I think these are the important questions. So yeah, for most of you, you probably know me as the founder of Sweeze Plant-Based Foods. It's a company that I founded about 5 years ago here in Chiang Mai, and producing plant-based food, vegan cheese, and so on. And yeah, at the same time, for the ones that know me a little bit longer, you know that for the past 10 and more years I've been on a journey of self-development, of studying different healing modalities, meditation and yoga, and nutrition, sound healing, journaling, and much, much more. And actually this journey is going back even further back until I'm a kid. Yeah, so about 5 years ago when I founded the company, there was a very crucial point of decision that I had to make, because that time I already knew this calling of I desire to support and guide and coach other people in their lives. And do I really want to go full-time now with my company and grow that startup and so on? And in the end I decided to do it. I don't want to say I decided against my calling. I didn't decide against my life purpose of actually coaching and supporting and helping others in their lives. But I knew that time I wasn't ready. I simply knew it, I wasn't ready. In the last year, early 2024, this calling came back really, really strong, and the readiness came with it. And last year was quite a struggle for me, to be honest with you, because I knew there is this calling, I knew there is this desire, but how to implement it into my life? So that's the rational mind I'm talking about. It's like, now I've been growing my startup, our startup, and now you cannot just go out and tell the people you work as an awareness coach now. Well, why not? Actually, that's the best way to do, and that's what I finally did. But it took me 1 whole year to get to that point, because sometimes the rational mind can be so strong and yeah, that you cannot hear your true heart desire, or you don't want to hear it because you may think, well, this doesn't really suit my life situation right now. But I believe that you know, we can do both, and this is a realization that that needs to come, or there is a transition moment. So I still love to work with my team at Swiss, and I will continue to do so. And at the same time, I know that I can and I should follow my inner calling of doing these videos, for example, where I share wisdom and knowledge and ideas and inspiration that hopefully gonna inspire you and other people. So that's like a gradual transition, and it's possible to do them both. Actually, one moment where I really realized that this coaching work suits me so much is when I ask myself the question, what work or what type of work or activity at Swiss, at my company, do I enjoy the most? The answer was coaching our members, our staff. So I often have one-on-one meetings with our staff members, and it's something that just comes naturally of coaching them, supporting them, asking them how we can improve and go to the next level and so on. And I just knew that is my calling. So yeah, sometimes it's important to keep doing what we're doing, but then there is also the time where we need to be true to ourselves. And there is some fear, I believe, in all of us. It's this very basic, strong, deep down emotion called fear. And that emotion is actually what's holding us back, I believe. So we all have to learn how we can overcome that fear and be free, really. Isn't this what we all want? Just to be free? I believe so. So free, I just don't mean freedom in the literal sense, but in an emotional way. So being free of, always thinking what kind of opinion other people may have about us, or that we should do things this way and not that way, and so on. So it was the same for myself, because we all have our personal self and we have our social self. And I believe once we start working on our life purpose and truly embody that life purpose into our lives, aligning our lives with that deep desire, there is no need of being afraid what other people think, because we're going to show our true self, our authentic self. And again, that takes courage. It takes courage to step out to the world and like coming out of the closet and telling the people, well, this is who I desire to be. This is who I choose to be. And I believe once we do that and we overcome our fears, that is a very, very freeing moment. So yeah, that was my personal process that I've been going through last year. And it's not the first time. There were other moments in my life when I, for example, quit my job in banking. I mean, I was working in Switzerland in a Swiss bank. I had such a safe and good paid job. And now just telling the people, my parents, everyone in my environment and family, that I'm going to quit this and I'm going to do something totally different. Well, that took courage, but it was the right thing. If we decide in alignment with our heart, the decision will always be right. Even though in the first moment it may be shocking or it may feel like unstable because we're stepping out of our comfort zone, but there is a whole new world waiting for us, something to be discovered, because the old routine, the old job, in my case, I knew already what I'm doing, and I could already foresee that if I follow that path, how my next 10, 20, 30 years would look like. And that was just boring to me. And of course, then there was another moment in my life where I just decided to leave Switzerland behind altogether and move to Thailand, which is exactly 10 years ago, where I decided I'm going to move to Thailand. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to earn money, and I didn't know anything basically. But I just knew that's the right thing to do. And I did it, and I succeeded doing it, and now I'm still here. So yeah, and now this is again this last situation or moment where I really had to come out of myself and share with the world my true calling. So thanks so much for supporting me on this journey, for listening, and please check out the next upcoming video as well, where we're gonna dive deeper into the life purpose, your life purpose, and if there are any fears, how we can overcome that to free yourself. All right, thank you so much and see you next time.